And the European Union may be in the crosshairs once again of the Trump administration as early as next week, actually, because that is meant to be Liberation Day, as Donald Trump has described it, in terms of laying out what tariffs he's going to impose on the countries he feels have, mistreated America. America's been taken as a sucker by these countries beforehand. As part of that, he's apparently going to be unveiling a list of the dirty 15, which doesn't alliteratively flow as well as the dirty dozen. I don't know why he didn't reduce it down to 12.
Well, I wonder how they got a draft of 12 and then they realised that there was a few low-hanging fruits, possibly like Ireland, that weren't originally on that list that they then needed to add on. But there's a fairly good chance that if the EU as a whole is not on that list, that Ireland will be singled out.
Well, that's the thing. If you actually look in terms of the trade deficit there, Ireland is in the top. It's in the top 10. So by all rights, if it is going to be the top 15 countries, which, America is not, on a level playing field in terms of the trade balance with, Ireland is going to be in there. It could well be the case that Ireland fits in there as part of the EU, which will definitely be in there anyway. So we are about to be singled out. It was interesting. Simon Harris had the phone call with our old friend Howard Lutnick during the week. There was no. I didn't see a readout.
No, actually, that just reminds me to go looking for it again, because I was keeping an eye out of this for the last couple of days. Because remember the readout that he had with Marco Rubio, where a readout, by the way, in official parlance, is the kind of official rundown of what's discussed that gets put out by each side afterwards. And the Irish side portrayed this as a very convivial chat. Marco, Simon here. How are you? Nice to discuss you. Don't we have so much in common? And the American version of what was put out was basically Simon Harris had his rights read to him about what's going to happen with trade imbalances and everything else. And there was no readout, and I'm just having a look again, no readout published by the Department of Commerce.
I asked for it as well,
after that chat.
But I think Team Harris almost tried to preempt that in some way by saying that they exchanged views about trade. So fair play in getting ahead of it, and if it was potentially going to be a bomb which is going to go off. But all of this